Solid Mind here, and today we're gonna be looking at Nothing Phone's new budget phone, the CMF1. It was released I think yesterday. So we're gonna watch a video to see if I like it, if I don't like it, and yeah, let's go.
This is the new Nothing CMF Phone 1, and I don't say this very often, but I think this is a genius product. CMF is a new budget sub-brand of the company Nothing, so we're talking a phone that costs £200 or $250, and it's actually a little bit crazy what these guys have just pulled off for that price. I mean, the first thing you'll notice is this doesn't feel like just a single product.
Yeah, so CMF in terms of Nothing, so I've had a lot of OnePlus phones. My goodness, you know what? They're all in front of me actually. So I've had the iPhone 7. What do you call this? Not 7, 6S. I've had the OnePlus. What is this? 5T, my baby. I also have the OnePlus 7, with the front pop-up camera. Where is it? Come on, camera, so you can see it pop up. There we go. So I've had quite a few phones. I still have some more in storage. But Nothing CFO was the previous CEO of OnePlus. So he has a lot of those ideas, and OnePlus made a budget version of the phone. So this is one of those basically. This is a budget version of the Nothing phone basically. So let's continue.
Launch. This is an entire ecosystem, and it's a really fascinating one. So let's get the phone out first. There's a lanyard, which is not something you tend to see launch with a phone. One case, two cases, no, three cases.
Why would there be a lanyard added to this? So if we go back to the video, there's a lanyard there. There is a blue, red, and is that green case? I'm very surprised. Very surprised. I normally would find these in very cheap phones, like, you know, Poco phones, where they would put in a lot of accessories. So for Nothing to put all these in there, it's like it removes that element of like thinking about, okay, you know what, do I need to buy a case for this random new phone? This is useful. I have a feeling that there'll be packages where if you can just buy the phone and nothing else, and then buy the accessories separately. That always happens. Or you can buy in a bundle. So maybe it might be a bundle, or maybe this is a review bundle, so he can just view all the accessories. But hey, let's continue.
A card wallet, I guess that's for the back of the phone. There's a stand, the Buds Pro 2, and then the Watch Pro 2. And it all feels very new, because we've seen plenty of budget phones before, but what you don't often get is a budget accessory ecosystem like this, all designed to work specifically around...
Yeah, I was just saying that in terms of, for them to make accessories at the exact same time as the phone is really good. Most of the times they make the phone first and the accessories like 6 months to a year later. So this is a barrier removed from you buying this phone. Interesting.
Around that budget phone as the centerpiece. Everything has, well, on one hand, a slightly cheap, thin, plasticky feel to it, but then on the other hand, it's all really tastefully designed. It kind of feels like...
See this? It looks a lot like the wireless charging from the Apple phones. If you have an iPhone, okay, should I get the iPhone? No, it's too far away. So I'm gonna use the old iPhone because I have the other iPhone, the latest one, in the other room. But if you know the magnetic strip at the back, this looks a lot like it. So are you trying to copy Apple? To be fair, when the Nothing Phone 1 came out, that was a plan to copy Apple. So this might be a way to kind of like convince people in the Apple ecosystem, or those who are Android users who want to try the Apple life without going full iOS. This might be a good shot for them. So interesting.
All of these products have had high-end thought and care put into them, even if the physical materials and the finish are more basic.
Yeah, I guess the quality isn't the best.
So like these are the CMF Buds 2 Pro, and even though they're very light and clearly not a luxury item, they still feel sophisticated and intentional in their design, not like a cheap version of something that the company would rather you buy. And then the Watch Pro 2. Yeah, it's slick, clean. You never want a watch.
You know what? When a company makes a watch that is designed for a specific phone, I get red lights in my head. The question I have is twofold. A, will it work with other phones? Because sometimes there's an app that can only be downloaded from a particular device. I don't know. I'm guessing based upon the price point, the watch will be so cheap that people won't care to critique it to a higher level, like some of the other smartwatches, Apple watches, Samsung, the Pixel watches. This might be like under maybe £60. So at that price point, you can buy like a okay analog watch. So to get a smartwatch for that price point that is designed, and also I know that the main ethos of this company is that it's design first. It's design and software first. The hardware is an accessory in a way. So I'm sure it might be basic, but it looks nice and it works. That might be enough for most people. So it might be good to watch a review regarding just the watch itself.
Watch to go too crazy on design, because then it won't match your outfits. So this feels like a pretty appropriate level to me. Right, let's get into this phone. It's a thin package, so we all know what that means. Okay, so the device is on top, and below that.
So when it says thin package, it means that there will be no charging brick. I have a lot of things around me actually. So normally so OnePlus users get a red cable right here, red. But you also get a charging brick, which I don't have, unfortunately. It's just out of reach from me. But oftentimes with the latest phones, they don't put charging bricks. They say it's because they want to be more environmentally friendly. That's a lie. It's because they want to charge you for it. That's the main reason. Otherwise, why create all these cases and cables? And anyway, to be fair, most people do refresh their phones every year. So, and oftentimes the charging doesn't change. And now we're in USB-C. For example, everything I use now, besides the iPhones, is USB-C basically. So if I get a headset USB-C, my earbuds, where is it? Can you see that? That's USB-C. My phones, there they are, USB-C. What else is USB-C here? My charging power bank from Dell. See in the middle there? That's a USB-C there. So literally everything that I use is USB-C, except my camera and my iPhone. But this is one where it's like, they say it's for the environment. And yes, you can have one cable to charge many things, but just chuck it in there. Like, it doesn't really cost that much. But hey, who am I to say?
That is a generic white USB-C to C cable, which you should be able to use to transfer everything from your old phone, and then an orange SIM ejector. Right, peel time. And right off the bat,
it looks nice actually. If you look at that, it doesn't look too bad.
Pretty clear that this is not your normal phone. And it's not just that it looks different, because you know these cases that I showed you? These are actually backplates. So if you look inside the packaging they came in, you'll see a bunch of other stuff, like this tool, which is both a SIM ejector and a screwdriver that allows you to take off these 4 screws on the back of your phone.
Okay, so it's not a case then, it's the back of the phone. So here on my phone, I have a case. If I take it off, oh, that's actually beautiful. Never really look at it that much. Anyway, so take it off, that's the back. So it's saying this is what can be removed. It's not like an extra thing to put on top. It replaces the entire back. So, interesting.
After which you unwind this circular piece and your plate pops off. And this is a pretty big deal for a number of reasons. One, that repairing this phone is going to be a lot easier and I hope cheaper than almost any other phone, but that part's not confirmed. Two, that you don't need a case anymore. You can actually use your phone naked, guilt-free, knowing that if you ever do something stupid, you can just swap the backplate out for, I mean, it's not even that much money. £29 is what they're charging for these kits, including the tools. The third thing is...
Okay, that's not bad. £29 is actually not that bad, thinking about it. For a bag, for a case, £10-15 is reasonable. But because it's designed to replace the entire back, £29 is reasonable, actually.
It means you can mix and match. So I really like this orange back. It swaps out the that you want a phone stand, then what better way to have a phone stand than...
Anyway, let me stop that there. From what I've seen on the CMF1 phone, it looks very interesting. It's still running Nothing Phone OS on it. It's basically a cheaper half-price version of the Nothing Phone 2, around £200. So interesting. Would I buy it? Maybe. Okay, probably not. I'm not gonna lie. Like, what I like to do is buy phones that are like a year or 2 years past the production time to enjoy. Because normally, you know, the phones I like sometimes they keep changing. So I like slightly older phones for the nostalgia, for the fun element. So this one maybe not. But you know what's an interesting phone? What do you guys think? Would you buy this beauty? Look at it. Look at that beauty right there. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, and just I need a comment. This quality, what do you guys think? Because I normally use my Canon camera, but it takes like hours to edit with it. So confession time. So if you think this quality is okay, let me know, because it's just a simple webcam. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, peace.